Welcome back to Mike's Yoga channel and welcome to this isometric yoga for strength designed for athletes. When you're ready, roll your mat, grab some water, and let's get started. Okay everyone, so let's start by doing a couple of warm-up poses just to get the body nice and warm before we get into the isometric portion. So let's start by coming into an extended child's pose. So let's bring the knees as wide as the mats, letting the big toes touch behind you. And then from here, just start to walk your hands along in front of you and then let your forehead rest in the mat. So in this pose, we're really breathing into the hips as well as the back, the shoulders. So as we go about this sequence, although I'm a big believer in going to the gym and lifting weights and training that way, doing calisthenics along with isometrics, along with yoga is kind of a nice change of scenery, if you will. You still get all the benefits of gaining strength, but you also get the benefit of working on range of motion, mobility, flexibility, and all the benefits that come from that. So this is going to be a nice short little sequence, but it's a nice little getaway from the traditional setting, if you will. And on your next exhale, let's shift forward and we'll come into a high cobra. So let's stack the hands right underneath the shoulders, keeping those fingers spread wide, extending the legs out long behind you. From here, just pushing yourself up. Keep that core just slightly engaged, really opening up the heart, opening up the chest. And on your next exhale, let's curl the toes and shift the hips up. We'll come into a downward facing dog. So again, let's keep those fingers spread wide. Hands are actively pushing into the mat. Feel free to pedal out your feet here to begin to just really wake up the back of the legs, really breathing into the calves and the hamstrings. And then when you're ready, let's find a nice neutral position. We'll hang out here. This is going to be our first isometric pose, so you should definitely feel this in the arms as the time goes by. So let's begin here. Just make sure to breathe. Let's take one more breath here. Exhale, let's shift forward and we'll simply just come into a high plank. So again, keeping the hands where they are, fingers spread wide, breathing here. On your next exhale, shift it back to downward facing dog. From here, we'll move with our breath, moving in and out of down dog and high plank. So on your next inhale, moving into high plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Continue doing this, moving with your breath. Let's do one more round of this. And on your next exhale, let's hang out here in down dog for just a couple breaths. Great job, you guys. You should definitely be feeling this in your arms now. On your next inhale, let's lift this right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the right knee, step the right foot up in between the hands. From here, pivot the left foot to 90 degrees. Air guitar, this left arm up. We'll come into a warrior two here. So now moving into the lower body. So in this warrior two, let's find our foundation. Let's keep this right knee over the right ankle. Right heel is in line with the left arch. From here, arms can come out to a T, and we'll breathe here. On your next inhale, reach back, peaceful warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, step it back to downward facing dog. Take a breath here. And on your next inhale, reach that left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the left knee, step the left foot up in between the hands, pivot the right foot to 90 degrees. Air guitar, the right arm up, finding warrior two on this side. So again, let's keep this left knee over left ankle. Left heel is in line with the right arch, arms to a T. Breathe. On your next inhale, reach back, peaceful warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. And once again, step it back to downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Inhale, reach that right leg up once again. Exhale, bend the right knee, step the right foot up in between the hands. From here, this time we'll just come into a high lunge. So simply bring the arms up overhead. In this high lunge, again, let's keep this right knee over right ankle.
So always make sure to breathe. Exhale, bring the hands down on the mat, step it back to downward facing dog. Great job, you guys. Hard part is almost over. Inhale, reach that left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the left knee, step the left foot up in between the hands. This time, rise up, high lunge. Again, keep this left knee over left ankle, breathe. Exhale, plant the hands down, step it back, downward facing dog. Great job, you guys. I don't know about you, but I'm definitely feeling this now. From here, let's lower the knees down. We'll start to cool off. If you have water, I encourage you to take a water break. From here, we'll come into a seated forward fold. So let's bring the legs out in front of you. On your next inhale, bring the hands up. Exhale, melt it forward, grabbing onto the toes or the feet if you can. If you can't, that's okay. Just let the hands rest where they naturally fall. And on your next exhale, slowly, mindfully release. From here, let's make our way onto our backs. And from here, let's come into a reclined butterfly. So let's bring the soles of the feet together, letting the knees open up wide, letting the hips open up here. Hands can rest by your sides, or you can have one hand on your belly, the other one on your heart. I encourage you to close your eyes here. And on your next exhale, let's extend the legs out long, extend the arms out long, coming into final Shavasana, letting the mind and the body reap all the benefits of today's strength practice. So I encourage you to stay here for as long as you like, or if you're ready to go, we can rock up, coming into a seated position of your choice. Wherever you are, let's bring our hands together at our heart. Thank you all so much for sharing your time and your energy with me today. I encourage you to come back to this video whenever you feel like you need a bit of a change compared to the traditional gym setting or the traditional training that you're doing. And if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe. From here, let's bring our hands up to our third eye. The light in me honors the light in all of you. Thank you so much. Namaste.